Good evening, everybody. This is Eric White of Vintiques of Maine. I'm bringing you episode 4 of going from 3 figures to 6 figures. That's right, let's grow the business. Let's figure out how to do this together. Well, I know how to do it. I've done it. I'm here to help you do it now. Listen, I get questions all the time. Oh my god, dude, that is the coolest thing ever. Where'd you get it from, man? Oh my god, you got so much stuff in here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe you have so much stuff. Where do you get it all at? You know. Really, they sound like that sometimes. The first thing you must do, and this is a must, is make a flyer. Look, make extra cash. Vintiques of Maine. Phone number. Now buying the following items. 2 columns of items. Very, very simple. The reason why this is tri-folded, I don't carry business cards. I carry flyers. I fold this up. I put it in my back pocket when I go yard selling, to flea markets, to auctions. I pass this out to everybody. I've been passing these out for 4 years now. 4 years. In fact, I just got a call last week from the very first guy I gave a flyer to. After 4 years, he's ready to sell. He's moving to Kentucky. Does not want to bring everything with him. You can't beat that. 4 years he's had that flyer. 4 years he's had the thing sitting on his fridge, and now he's ready to sell. Now he calls me. Best news I had last week. Absolutely. Or the coolest news I had last week, let's say. So, make a flyer. Post it everywhere. Post it on the supermarket bulletin boards. Put it in the laundromats. Make a deal with the Chinese restaurant to staple it to all their takeout bags. There's so many things you can do to get that flyer out there. Hell, I've even had my children, my 9-year-old, my 17-year-old, who were 7 and... No, back that up. Yeah, 7 and 15 when I had them distribute flyers here on Main Street. I sent each one of them up one side of the street, handing out flyers to the business owners and to the people that worked in the businesses. It's paid off dividends in spades and diamonds and clubs, whatever suit you want. It's paid off dividends. Make the flyer. Carry it with you. Hand it out to everybody. If somebody shows the slightest interest in your business, give them a flyer. Say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I buy and sell. You know, if somebody doesn't show any interest, say, hey, this is what I do. Have a flyer. This is what I buy and sell. Because you never know where they may not be interested right now, but all of a sudden, a year and a half down the road, they're like, hey, I have so much stuff. I got to get rid of some stuff. Who was that guy? And they go digging through their purse, and they find it crumpled up down the bottom of the purse, and they're like, oh yeah, let's call this guy. It happens. Make the flyer. Now, right now, pause the video. Pause this video and go make the flyer right now. It'll take you 6 minutes. Then you can come back and listen to the rest, okay? Alright, welcome back. So where do I get the stuff? Well, the flyer, I hand it out. I go private sales, number 1. I buy a crap ton of stuff from private sales. Go to people's houses, barns, attics, basements. They invite me over. They make me dinner, give me coffee. Let me pick through their crud. You know, I mean, geez, how cool is that? I get so much good stuff that way. Number 2 that I like to utilize, Facebook groups and Craigslist. Listen, Facebook groups, all the buy, sell, trade groups, the what do they call it, swap and sells. Join them all. Follow them. Make them show up in your news feed so you don't have to go to them every day and search them. Everything shows up automatically. Something shows up, take your smartphone, it goes beep beep. You look at it, go, I'm not interested, you ignore it. You look at it, oh, that's cool, I got to call this dude, hold on a second, you know, and then you get on the phone, you call him, go out to his house, you buy some wicked rare taxidermy, make a fortune. It's cool. It happens. It's actually happened to me before. About a year and a half ago on a Facebook group, guy said, I got taxidermy, call me. So I pick up my phone, I call him within 45 seconds of his ad hitting. He's like, yeah, I got taxidermy, but I got to warn you, man, it's some weird shit. It's really, really weird. I'm like, what's weird? So he starts sending me pictures of it. You know, it's like ratfish. Like, what is this? you know, ratfish, crow duck, and just weird stuff. You know, 2 animals melded together, 3 animals melded together. I mean, he had one that was like a fish body that had like a crow head on it, and then, you know, the tail wasn't a fish, it was like a cat or something. I mean, it's just really weird stuff. You know, I mean, I don't even know how to explain this stuff when I listed it on eBay. I'm like, weird taxidermy, number 1. Weird taxidermy, number 2. That was my title, because I didn't even know how to explain this stuff. But I bought it all from the guy, you know, and so, utilize it. Facebook groups, you get the notifications right on your smartphone. Perfect. Call them if you want it, ignore it if you don't. Craigslist. I follow Craigslist somewhat. Probably 2 to 3 days a week I will look at listings on Craigslist. I follow 4 categories only. You can follow as many as you'd like. I follow antiques, I follow vintage, I follow electronics, and I follow video games. Those are the only 4 I follow. And that hits the nuts and bolts of everything that is on my list. Speaking of Facebook groups in the list, and Craigslist in the list, post your list. Take a picture of the flyer, turn it into a PDF, post it on Facebook in the group. Say, hey, this is the stuff I buy. You'd be surprised how many people message you. Okay, so that's another great way to get the private sales. Okay, after private sales and Facebook and Craigslist, I like to go to yard sales and garage sales. Yard sales and garage sales, you can find anything and everything under the sun. You never know. It's a crapshoot. Some weekends you strike out, some weekends you strike it rich. Go to them. Negotiate. Negotiate. The more you buy, the cheaper you can get it all at. Do it up. After yard sales and garage sales, flea markets. I love to go to flea markets. I carry this with me to yard sales and garage sales and flea markets. Again, tri-folded back pocket. Don't lose it that way. It's not a card. People won't lose it as easy. At the end of the yard sale, they're like, you know, we got all this crap left over. Let's call that guy. You know, you go out there, you pick out a couple good pieces, you give them pennies on the dollar from what they're asking earlier. It works. You make some money. Leave the flyer. Go to the yard sales, try to negotiate early. Go to the flea markets, try to negotiate early. Give the flyer to the dealer. Introduce yourself. Tell them you're another dealer. You buy to resell. You'd be surprised at how many dealers will cut their price in half for you so you can make money too. It happens. Happens all the time. I do it for other dealers. I'll have dealers come in. I'll have something. Jesus, I just sold some stuff to another dealer that was in my store the other day. I had $160 on a set of lamps. I sold them to him for 40 bucks. It happens. You know, it's a cash flow game. It's a capital game. It's a build your relationship game. You know, so don't be afraid to talk to them. Don't be afraid to give them the flyer. My 5th and absolute favorite place to go buy stuff at, and when I say favorite, I mean because it is so fun, is auctions. Absolutely love auctions. Go to auctionzip.com. That's auction, zip, ZIP.com. You can punch in your zip code, select the radius around, what kind of auctions you want to go to, hit enter. They're going to give you a little calendar that shows you when all the auctions around your area are. Best tool to utilize to find auctions. They even show you pictures sometimes of everything that's going to be in auction, so you can tell if you're going to waste your time going or not. They give you information on the auction, terms of service and all that stuff, terms of payment and buyer's premiums and stuff like that. Auctions are great. You can get everything and anything there. I go to auctions 5 to 7 days a week right now. I just got back from a picking trip in Florida, where I went to 18 flea markets over 19 days, a couple each day that I had flea markets to go to. I went to 26 different auctions. There was even one day where I went to 3 auctions that same day. They're all over the place. There's so much money that can be made at auctions. My only advice, if you're a new person to auctions, watch the auctioneer for a little while. Figure out how he takes bids so you don't run into a situation where you're bidding what you think is 10 and you're actually bidding 30 or 40. Because that's not profitable. That eats into the working capital. That's just not good. So take your time. If this is your first auctions, go to them. learn the auctioneer. Each auctioneer has their own different style. Not every auctioneer is the same. Some take bids super fast. Some are slow at taking bids because they want to make sure they're taking the right bids. Other bids are like, I got 10, 20, 30. And other guys are like, I got 10, I got 20, now I have 30. Does anybody want to go 40? So, be careful. That's my only thing for your auctions there. But there's so much good stuff you can buy at auctions. I would say 30% of my stuff that I sell comes from auctions. I'd say 40% of it comes from private sales, and the other 30% comes from somewhere else. That's all I got for today. That is episode 4 of going from 3 figures to 6 figures. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, or you can text me, 207-739-0559. You can email me at vintiquesofmaine@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, Eric White, or you can find on my business Facebook page, Vintiques of Maine. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on episode 5.